Well, greetings to all my amazing prayer warriors and supporters in mission. I hope you guys are having an amazing Advent. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year and just a fantastic holiday season all around. I don't have much in the way of a ministry update today, though the Lord is definitely continuing to work. And I'll probably get my next newsletter out sometime mid to late January of next year. But what I really wanted to share with you guys is an encouragement, something to think about and maybe reflect on over this holiday season of Christmas and of Advent. And that is about growing in the virtue of patience. Now, this is something that I am praying about on almost a daily basis, except on the days that I don't want to pray for patience, because honestly, there are some days where I am just so sick of being patient. I have this awesome prayer on my wall, which is literally just a litany of patience. And it's an amazing prayer of surrender and humility. But there are some days I'm like, I really don't want to pray for this. But we always need to be. And you might be wondering why I'm bringing this up over the Christmas season. And that's because, if you think about it, Christmas is very much something about God's timing and not our timing at all, right? If you think about it, Jesus could have come down as a 33-year-old man and done what he came to do as a human. But no, what does he do? He comes down, which we celebrate at Christmas, the birth of Jesus. He comes down as an infant and lives 33 years. And I don't think it's completely, crazy for people to read that story for maybe the first time, or even just thinking about it and be like, yeah, why did he do that? Why did he wait so long? We need to trust in God's timing in all things. In our own lives, again, this is what I am surrendering to the Lord so often, almost on a daily basis, because I very much want to have things go at my speed. I want to be in control of things. There's a bridge to a wonderful song called Seasons. I think Hillsong wrote it, that I listened to a lot over the last couple of years. I want to just share this bridge with you because the words are wonderful. It says, I can see the promise, I can see the future. You're the God of seasons, and I'm just in the winter. If all I know of harvest is that it's worth my patience, then if you're not done working, God, I'm not done waiting. You can see my promise even in the winter, because you're the God of greatness, even in a manger. For all I know of seasons is that you take your time. You could have saved us in a second. Instead, you sent a child. And I think that bridge just perfectly embodies what, the mindset that we should have. God is always working. And if we're still waiting, even then, he is still working. But at his pace, because he has what is best in mind for us. If you think about, I love the harvest lines in this bridge. If you think about when you plant a harvest, it doesn't just grow up overnight. It takes time for the wheat to grow, for it to come to fruition, for you to fully reap the benefits at the highest capacity. And that's what Jesus wanted for us. That is why he came to earth as an infant and lived for 33 years. He was doing so many things. He wanted us to be able to grow in deepest intimacy with him. And I'm not going to go into a sermon about all the things he did as a human, but he was working on his own timeline because he has the plan for us, and that plan is so much better than our own plans. My favorite verse, I might have shared it with you guys in one of my recent videos, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for your welfare and not for harm, to give you a future with hope. And likewise, I talk about trusting in God's timing. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Guys, I hope you reflect on this over the remainder of Advent and over Christmas. Maybe you're going through something right now, and if you're not, maybe something will come up. But really just be reflecting on the fact that God has a plan. And again, if we're waiting, he is still working. He is still working. I have to tell myself that all the time. if you guys are looking for a way to kind of pray into, just leaning into the Lord and, growing in patience, I'll put the actual prayer, that litany of patience that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you're looking for another way to pray, it's a wonderful prayer. I hope you guys have a blessed Christmas season. I love you guys, and God bless. Merry Christmas.